Welcome back to our channel, Valuable Coins Hub. These rare quarter-dollar coins make people rich. Let's find out why. Don't miss out one of these who know a single coin make you rich. Number 1. Today, I want to take you on an incredible journey through one of the most special coins of the United States, the Wilma Mankiller quarter dollar from 2022. This coin is not just another piece of change you spend at the store. It is a symbol of honor and resilience. And believe me, collectors across the world are hunting for it with passion. The United States Mint introduced the Wilma Mankiller quarter as part of the American Women Quarters program, and it instantly stood out. Why? Because this coin honors the first female principal chief of the Cherokee Nation, a woman who inspired her people, broke barriers, and left a legacy that will never be forgotten. Imagine carrying such a coin in your pocket. You are literally carrying a story of courage and history with you everywhere you go. That is why collectors feel this coin has a soul, not just metal and design. Now let's talk about the uniqueness that makes this coin more than just its beautiful design. Every time a new commemorative quarter is released, coin lovers rush to grab them directly from the mint, and the Wilma Mankiller quarter became one of the most demanded coins right away. Collectors knew that this was not just another release. This was history in motion, and people lined up online and in stores to get their hands on fresh rolls and bags before they sold out. And here's the real thrill for you. Errors. Yes, those small mistakes that happen during minting, they turn ordinary coins into treasures worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some Wilma Mankiller quarters have been spotted with misaligned dies, doubled features, and even weak strikes where the design doesn't show fully but creates a unique variation. These rare errors are like hidden gold for collectors, and they have already been reported selling at auctions for unbelievable amounts. Just imagine finding one in your pocket change. It could change your day, maybe even your life. For collectors who are serious about building a collection, the Wilma Mankiller quarter is not just a coin you buy, it is a coin you cherish. Always check your change carefully, especially rolls from banks, because sometimes hidden treasures slip into circulation. Keep your eyes sharp for high-grade examples, coins that have never been touched, shiny and flawless, because those are the ones that climb in value quickly. And if you're lucky enough to spot a mint error, you may just have a once-in-a-lifetime find. This coin doesn't just excite collectors, it also connects us to history and culture. It teaches us that coins are not only money but messages carved in metal, carrying the strength of leaders like Wilma Mankiller, reminding us of the battles won and the progress made. Every time you hold this quarter, think of the stories behind it, and remember that thousands of collectors are on the hunt for the very same piece of history you might be holding right now. So what was the original market value of this coin when it first came out from the United States Mint? It was just 25 cents. Yes, only a quarter in its original form. Yet today, depending on rarity, condition, and errors, it can be worth much more in the hands of collectors at shows, in auctions, and in online marketplaces across the country. That is why this coin has captured the imagination of so many. It is rare, it is beautiful, and it is historic. If you are a collector or just someone who loves stories hidden in plain sight, keep hunting, keep searching your change, because the next rare Wilma Mankiller quarter could be waiting for you to discover it. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey through the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this story and want to keep discovering more treasures hiding in everyday change, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment sharing what coin you dream of finding, and hit that like button to support our growing family of collectors. Number 2, we are diving into one of the most exciting coins in American history, the 1982 quarter dollar, a coin that hides stories of rarity, mystery, and value that can truly shock collectors and coin lovers everywhere. Stay with me till the very end, because I will tell you the secrets that make this quarter so thrilling, and I promise you will look at your spare change in a whole new way. The year 1982 was a very unique one for the United States Mint. This was the year when big changes were happening in coin production, especially with the penny changing from copper to zinc, but the quarter was not left behind either. Millions of quarters were struck that year, yet some of them carry secrets that make collectors hunt for them day and night. Imagine a coin that seems ordinary at first glance, but under the right eye, it could turn into a treasure sitting quietly in someone's drawer or pocket. One of the reasons the 1982 quarter is so fascinating is because no official mint sets were produced by the mint that year. That means high-quality, uncirculated examples became harder to find, and collectors had to pull them directly from circulation. This scarcity instantly makes well-preserved coins from this year highly desirable. A shiny 1982 quarter with full details is like gold to a serious coin collector. But here's where things get even more thrilling. The errors. Coin errors from 1982 are some of the most dramatic and valuable finds you can imagine. There are double die obverse quarters where the details of Washington's portrait or lettering appear doubled, giving them an eye-catching and unusual look that collectors pay strong money for. Some coins have off-center strikes, where the design is not fully aligned and leaves blank areas of metal, turning the coin into a true minting oddity. And then there are the rare planchet errors, where the coin was struck on the wrong type of metal or with weak pressure, creating something so unusual that collectors will battle at auctions to win it. Collectors know that the 1982 quarter is not just about face value, it's about condition and rarity combined with these error possibilities. That's why many people roll hunt, searching bank rolls and pocket change to uncover one of these hidden gems. Every collector's dream is to find a high-grade 1982 quarter with a rare error, because such a find can bring in thousands of dollars in the marketplace. There have been real stories of people pulling these coins from everyday change and later selling them in major cities at auctions for huge amounts of money. And that is why this coin continues to excite collectors even today. If you are serious about collecting, here is a tip you should never forget. Always check the details carefully. Look at the lettering, check the edges, and pay attention to any doubling or misalignment. Sometimes even a small error that might go unnoticed by the average eye can mean the difference between a simple quarter and a coin worth serious money. And of course, condition is everything. So if you find a shiny, uncirculated 1982 quarter, put it aside and protect it, because over time its value will only go higher. The thrill of coin collecting is exactly this, turning ordinary change into extraordinary discoveries. The 1982 quarter is proof that treasures are still out there waiting to be found by sharp-eyed collectors. This is why people love the hobby. It combines history, excitement, and the thrill of the hunt, all hidden in something as small as a quarter. And now let me tell you the most surprising part. When this coin was first released into circulation, its original market value was just 25 cents. Yes, just a regular quarter. Yet today, in the right condition and with the right error, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands depending on the find. And that is what makes this coin so incredibly special. Number 3. I am going to tell you about one of those coins that keeps collectors searching through rolls and jars with hope in their hearts. The 1973 United States quarter dollar. A coin that looks so common yet can hold mysteries that will surprise you if you pay close attention. Don't miss a single detail, because what I share today might change the way you look at this coin forever. The year 1973 was right in the middle of the Washington Quarter series, a time when millions of coins were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. At first glance, they appear like any other quarter, with George Washington on the front and the bold eagle on the back. But the story does not end there. For collectors, the magic is in the details, because some of these coins are not like the rest, and when those rare varieties surface, they light up the world of numismatics with excitement. Now let me tell you about the thrill of errors, those accidental mistakes during the minting process that turned some of these coins into true treasures. There are 1973 quarters with off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, giving the coin a dramatic look that collectors fight for at auctions. Some have double die features, where the letters or numbers appear doubled, making the coin instantly stand out under close inspection. Others are known with weak strikes, where parts of Washington's portrait or the eagle are not fully formed, turning an ordinary quarter into a highly demanded rarity. Another reason the 1973 quarter keeps collectors hunting is because high-grade examples are harder to come by than most people think. Many of these coins went straight into circulation, passing through hands, pockets, and cash registers for decades, and finding one today with its original luster and sharp details is no small task. That's why pristine, uncirculated 1973 quarters have been sold for impressive amounts in major cities at coin shows and auctions, proving once again that condition is king in the world of coins. For those who are just beginning their journey in collecting, here's a tip you should always remember. Never underestimate a coin just because it looks ordinary. Take the time to inspect every detail, check for doubling, off-centers, or unusual marks, because sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in the most common-looking places. And when it comes to quarters from 1973, don't forget to look at both the Denver and Philadelphia mint marks, since varieties from each can carry their own surprises. Collectors love this coin because it connects us with a period in history when the mint was producing massive amounts of coins. Yet within those millions, a few slipped through with errors and unique features that only sharp eyes could discover. That is the real beauty of coin collecting, the thrill of the hunt, the chance to turn everyday change into something extraordinary, something with a story and a value far beyond what it seems at first glance. And now comes the part that might surprise you most. When the 1973 quarter was first released into circulation, its original market value was just 25 cents, just a regular quarter in your pocket. Yet today it is a coin that collectors chase with passion, and depending on condition and errors, it can sell for hundreds or even thousands in markets and auctions across the country. Number 4, we are going to explore one of the most thrilling coins from the United States, the 1970 quarter dollar. A coin that at first looks ordinary but carries secrets that make collectors chase it with passion. This is not just about metal, it's about rarity, errors, and the excitement of knowing that one small coin could be worth far more than its face value. So listen carefully and don't miss any part of this story. The year 1970 was a special one for coin collectors, because it was during this period that the Washington Quarter Series was firmly established, yet some quarters from this year became legends among collectors due to rare mistakes and varieties that slipped through the mint. Millions were made, yes, but within those millions are rare pieces that can shock you with their value. Coins that surface at auctions and suddenly attract fierce bidding wars. Imagine holding such a coin in your hand, knowing it is something very few people in the world will ever see. Now let's talk about the thrill of errors, because this is where the magic of the 1970 quarter truly shines. Some quarters have been found with off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing and the coin looks dramatically unusual. Others carry double die features, where the letters or numbers are doubled, making the details pop under magnification. And then there are extremely rare minting mistakes where a quarter was struck on a foreign planchet, creating a completely unexpected coin that collectors will pay huge money for, especially in major cities and auction houses. These error coins are what make the 1970 quarter stand out in the world of numismatics. But even without dramatic errors, collectors know that finding a 1970 quarter in high grade is no easy task. Most of these coins were heavily circulated, passed through countless hands in shops, gas stations, and cash registers for decades. A coin from this year that is still in mint state, with its original shine and crisp details, instantly attracts attention because so few have survived untouched. That is why uncirculated examples and proof issues from the San Francisco Mint are among the most desirable for serious collectors. For those just starting out in coin collecting, here's an important tip. Never overlook the quarters in your change, even if they seem common. Always check for signs of doubling, unusual off-center designs, or strange metal tones that could suggest a rare planchet error. Sometimes the most valuable coins hide in plain sight, and sharp eyes are rewarded. And when you come across a clean and shiny 1970 quarter, protect it, because coins in excellent condition only rise in demand as the years pass. The 1970 quarter has become a coin that tells us something beautiful about collecting, that history and value can hide in something so small and everyday. It reminds us that treasures don't always have to be locked away in vaults. Sometimes they are right in our change jars, waiting for us to notice. That thrill, that chase, is what keeps collectors inspired, always searching for the next big discovery that could turn a simple coin into a life-changing find. And here's the part that might shock you the most. When the 1970 quarter was first released into circulation, its original market value was just 25 cents, just a simple quarter in the palm of your hand. Yet today certain varieties and error examples have sold for thousands of dollars in markets and auctions, proving that this coin is far more than what it seems. So keep looking, keep searching, because the next rare 1970 quarter could be waiting in your very own pocket. Thank you so much for joining me on this exciting journey through one of America's most fascinating coins. I hope you enjoyed every part of it. Number 5, and last rare coin. Have you ever wondered if a simple coin from the late 1960s could hold secrets that collectors are still chasing to this very day? The 1967 United States quarter dollar is one of those coins that seems ordinary at first glance. Yet when you take a closer look, you find rarity, excitement, and stories that make collectors' hearts race with thrill. Stay with me till the end, because this is a coin that hides surprises you will not want to miss. The year 1967 was a special time in U.S. coinage history. Just a couple of years earlier, in 1965, the mint had removed silver from the quarter, moving to a copper-nickel-clad composition. This change was huge, and by 1967, collectors were still adjusting to the new reality of quarters no longer being struck in silver. But here is what makes 1967 stand out even more. There were no mint marks used that year, so whether a coin was struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, it carried no mint mark, creating an extra layer of mystery and challenge for collectors today. Now let's talk about why the 1967 quarter excites coin hunters so much. Because of the Coinage Act of 1965, no proof sets or official mint sets were made in 1967, which means high-quality examples were not set aside for collectors at the time. Most coins went straight into circulation, jingling in pockets, buying groceries, and passing through countless hands. Finding one today in pristine uncirculated condition is a real challenge, and that's exactly why collectors place such high demand on mint-state 1967 quarters with sharp details and full luster. But here's where the story gets even more thrilling: the errors. 1967 quarters are known for some incredible minting mistakes, and these errors are what make the coin truly stand out in auctions and markets. Some coins have dramatic off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing and a blank crescent of metal is left exposed. Others show double die features, where letters or parts of Washington's portrait appear doubled under magnification, creating a striking and rare look. There are also planchet errors where the coin was struck on the wrong type of metal, and these coins can fetch unbelievable amounts when they surface. Imagine pulling one of these from a roll of coins and realizing you're holding a treasure worth hundreds or even thousands. For collectors just starting out, here's an important tip: always check your change carefully and never overlook a 1967 quarter. Because no mint sets were released that year, high-grade survivors are limited, and error coins are even more limited. If you see unusual doubling, off-center designs, or missing details, put that coin aside and protect it. Many collectors in big cities have found rare errors in circulation and later sold them in coin shows and auctions for huge profits, proving that even today, treasures are still out there waiting to be found. The 1967 quarter tells us something powerful about collecting: that history, mystery, and value can hide in something as simple as the change in your hand. It is a coin that connects us with a period of transition in U.S. history, when silver disappeared from everyday circulation and the mint was working under new rules that shaped coinage for generations to come. That is why collectors prize it so much, not just for its value but for its story and the thrill of the hunt. And now let me tell you the most amazing part. When the 1967 quarter first came out, its original market value was only 25 cents. Just a regular quarter you could spend anywhere. Yet today, depending on condition and errors, it has become a coin that collectors fight for in markets, at auctions, and in private sales across the country. So the next time you see a 1967 quarter, don't let it slip away unnoticed. Thank you so much for joining me on this exciting journey through one of America's fascinating coins. I hope you enjoyed the story as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. If you love rare coin stories like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share your own coin finds in the comments below. Stay tuned, because more hidden treasures are waiting to be revealed, and the next one might just surprise you even more.